The name of my degree is BSc Applied Chemistry. In high school, I studied English, Afrikaans, maths, physics, geography, life sciences, and life orientation. In my first year of university, I took chemistry in both semesters, which is Chem 110, Chem 120. I also took math in both semesters, which is Math 150 and Math 145, as well as physics, which is Physics 110 and Phys 120. And I chose an elective, which is biology, so in both semesters, which was Biol 101 and Biol 102. So the first year chemistry, maths, physics, and as well as the biology that I took was relatively simple because most of the work that was laid out was covered in high school. So basically, you were just learning the basics of it to get into second year. My second year is where I chose my majors. So as I've mentioned before, I majored in chemistry and applied chemistry. So in semester one of second year, I did APCH 221, which is chemistry and industry, Chem 210, which is inorganic chemistry, Chem 220, which is organic chemistry, and Stats 130. Semester 2, I did APCH 211, which is environmental chemistry, APCH 231, which is chemical analysis, Chem 230, which is physical chemistry, and I had to choose between electives Zulu 101 and Comp 106, and I opted for Comp 106. In third year, semester 1, I did APCH 312, which is material science, APCH 322, which is industrial chemistry, Chem 330, which is physical chemistry, and Chem 340, which is chemical analysis. In semester 2, I did APCH 332, which is environmental chemistry, APCH 342, which is an integrated group project, Chem 310, which is advanced inorganic chemistry, and Chem 320, which is advanced organic chemistry. At the end of the semester for the group project, your group had to prepare PowerPoint slides and do a presentation. In the second semester of third year, I had a group project. The module was called APCH 342, which was an integrated group project. So we were grouped into groups of 4, and each group was given a topic. So from the topic, you had to do your own research, you had to come up with your own procedures, you had to make up your own chemical solutions, find your own reagents and equipment. Yeah, so you come up with your own procedure for the project and you give it to another group. So another group has to use your procedure to carry out your experiment basically, and you are based on how successful the next group is in carrying out your project. So yeah, it was quite fun. It was quite interesting. It took about 4 months to complete. You were being introduced to report writing, teamwork, to basically being an independent chemist. I would say the level of difficulty of the modules in second and third year, out of 10, I would give it 6.5. So it also depends on each student and how much work you're willing to put into studying. They are different than what you'd learn in high school and in first year. And they're also very fun. So if you have a passion for a particular sort of chemistry that you are studying, you will do very well. So something that I wish I knew before I picked these majors, I wish I would have researched more on the different streams of chemistry, because coming from high school, I wasn't aware that you could major in different types of chemistry. For example, there's medicinal chemistry, there's forensics, there's pharmaceutical chemistry. Yeah, so I wasn't made aware of that, but doesn't mean I regret anything. I just wish that I would have researched more on those. So I know that if I did feel like I want to do medicinal chemistry, I would have went further along on that path. There are a lot of career opportunities in chemistry because it is very broad. You can work in any industry, be it pharmaceutical, petrochemical, food, water, environmental, even sales and marketing, as well as forensics, can be a research scientist and also an educator if you'd like. So there are a lot of opportunities out there for chemistry. So I did do a lot of practicals from first year right until third year. In first year, we had pracs for biology, for chemistry, and physics. So the chemistry pracs were quite interesting because it's nothing like what you've done in high school. It introduces you to the actual chemistry, you're actually doing it. And at first, it's long, it's tiring. Um, because you are getting used to something different that you've never done before. But as you get used to it, it becomes very fun and interesting. Physics pracs were very quick. They weren't as intense as chemistry and biology as well. You're basically mostly using the microscope or looking at organisms, but in all three modules, it did involve report writing, either calculations or physically writing in a book or typing it out. In my second and third year, I also had to do pracs for chemistry and applied chemistry. The applied chemistry practicals uh, were things that you know in your daily lives. For example, in second year, we made soap, we made nylon, we also made plastic film. And the applied chemistry modules, you do get to go on site visits to industry, so you get a better knowledge of what working life is like what people really do out there after university. Chemistry was similar to first year, but obviously you'd be more knowledgeable because you are used to doing um, your basic chemistry lab procedures. So in second year, you had to choose between Zulu and computer science, which was a basic computer science. So I would say that if you're not used to writing and speaking Zulu, I would recommend doing Comp 106. This is because my fellow students who did choose to do Zulu 101, they had a hard time with it. Either ended up failing or switching over to computers. Also, comp is it's very easy. It's very easy to get good grades, and it comes in handy when you are doing report writing or presentations, and even when you are working in real life. My advice for students who want to pursue the applied chemistry degree would be to just work hard and make sure that you are passionate about it. Um, Also note that entrance is limited and based on merit. So keep in mind that small sacrifices make for big successes. As a last thought, I'd just like to say that no matter what you're studying, make sure that you have a passion for it. It is going to be what you do throughout your life, so you don't want to be miserable. Even if you are studying something and you feel like it's not for you, it's never too late to change your mind and try something else. So just give it your all because your years at university, they're fun, enjoyable, but also make sure that you work hard and do your best.